Fellas.
Oh, it is there. Look at that. Hey, fellas. Welcome back to the Fellas
away.
Show.
Already the sound working?
Yeah.
It's going to be a great day.
It's just been working now. I was worried that our streak had ended, but we're working.
That's a good streak.
Yeah.
3 days without a work incident.
I think it's been more than that now.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's been going.
Should we have one of those, like,
No,
this many days without an accident?
Thing.
Fellas, it is Thursday. It is October 14th. Welcome to the Fellas Show. What do we need to talk about right off the bat? First of all, we're on a 3-day streak of not losing an NBA bet, thanks to my man Sean here, who is lighting it up in preseason basketball.
Yeah, I'm just doing a service for the people.
God, some of these songs just hit different.
Vibey.
Some of them just hit different. I'm not going to lie. But no, 3 straight days of undefeated NBA basketball. A almost VIP sweep yesterday, except for the Sky.
Bang near.
Choking in the fourth quarter and losing an OT. But hey, that was a great pick. I felt like we were on the right side of that one. WNBA playoffs is hard, apparently, to bet on. Extremely difficult because nothing makes any sense and everyone does different things than what they were doing in the regular season. So that's
only
fun.
2 people.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, these guys hate each other.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what to do in that series really anymore. I mean, I do think the Sky are going to win the series. Considering like every single game they've ever been in has been close.
Man, I don't even know how we got here.
It's been a little journey. It's been
crazy.
Morning, Cam. Anyways, we have, of course, NHL tonight. NHL had a great night last night, except for the free play on Twitter, which only missed because the Oilers gave up 2 goals in the last 8 minutes to force it to OT, and then just won an OT. Just to piss us off a little bit. But VIP had a parlay with them. They're just writing them. So like it all comes evening out. Anyways, great day for the fellas yesterday. My bankroll is very pretty today. I'm very happy with it, and I hope everyone else is too.
Oh yeah.
But we do have more NBA tonight. We do have more NHL tonight, and of course we have the Game 5 Dodgers and Giants tonight, which is wow. I don't know how you predict this game. Good luck. But before we get into betting and everything, we got to cover the scandals. We got to cover the controversies. We got to cover the rumors.
True.
In all of sports. What should we start with today, Sean? There's a couple things on the agenda. There's a couple things on the menu.
I don't really know. I don't really have much.
Well, what do I want to start with? Well, I mean, there's the NFL denying the fact that they had nothing to do with the John Gruden scandal, even though they very much had something to do with the John Gruden scandal. Because it seems like how as an organization can you just like keep denying things that obviously directly came from you?
Well, I think the reason I'm not sure about this one is I don't know why they would deny it,
Yeah. Well, why would they deny Deflategate too? Like, why deny any of it?
I don't remember the context of the Deflategate one.
It was kind of along the same lines, right? I
forget what was leaked initially.
I think it was like an anonymous tip that came from I don't remember the whole thing, but the NFL was like, "Oh, we didn't have any part in that." I do remember the NFL was like, "Oh, we don't know what's going on." And then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, we know what's going on through other things." Randomly now retiring Sean Taylor's jersey to try and get the PR of the scandal. That's actually really I didn't know that. But no, we have talked about Washington football team many times on this show, and I think they have terrible things coming to them. Not going to be good for the Washington football team. I can tell you that. But who knows what the NFL's doing here?
But yeah, my only thought is everyone's like asking the NFL to leak these. So I don't know why, for like a publicity whatever standpoint, I don't know why they would say they weren't.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, okay, then who did and who has access to all of this?
Yeah, I would be kind of scared if the NFL weren't the ones who leaked it. Like, who the hell has all those emails? Sell a team to the fellas. I don't want that damn team.
The Washington Fellas team?
Ooh. Now you're on to something, though. Now you are on to something. No, they have a lot of things to do in that corporate side.
All right, we're just going to knock it down, build, like, I think you just do, like, a warehouse type deal. Like, everyone's going all nice and, like, oh, look at who comes sit in the box seats. And we just build, the entire place is made of concrete, even the field, right?
I like it.
And it's like, it's true. The Washington football team is a master
Of deception.
diversion.
Yeah. Master of deception.
Who said there's a huge article coming out about everything? Did you hear we're called the football team now?
Yeah. Oh, we're going to retire Sean Taylor's jersey. Don't worry about it.
That is a very random time.
Yeah, that is.
Week 6.
Yeah, when your team is like
Here we
struggling.
are.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Interesting that it wasn't retired earlier or later or anything.
I am surprised it wasn't retired.
Yeah, I'm actually really. Isn't that like the football team's best player in the history of everything?
He's up there.
Because the Vikings don't even have a player in our history that's that good, and we've retired like 20 jerseys, I swear. Yeah, no, the football, I don't understand how they still haven't gone down. How are they still floating? How did Gruden go down before the Washington football team?
He's just a side effect. Here's the thing. I was actually thinking about this exact thing you just said.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. Because John Gruden didn't do anything illegal.
No, he just did something
did
very
something that
stupid.
you can't do.
Yeah.
When you're in. There's so many reasons he couldn't say it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
bad. Yeah. We don't have to get into all of that.
Gruden by.
But yeah, but it wasn't illegal.
No.
So you don't have to do anything.
No, you just have to be like, hup, bye, never see you again.
Right. Now the football team is doing
Has done
several illegal things.
Has done many illegal things.
And it's like, however many investigations, I think they are just building up an entire. She could fit it in the back of a freaking semi. All the evidence they're gonna have. I mean, first
you suppose they're just waiting and building
you're
everything.
Through 650,000 emails.
Yeah.
You're sorting through all, and that's just like one thing they're definitely saying. Just like the lists of. There's probably so much stuff, and they're just like, listen, we're not leaving one thing overturned. We're not. We're getting them, because it's a really bad look.
Yeah.
If you go after the team. And you don't
Yeah,
have
I suppose we're probably just waiting on the amount. Yeah, you're probably
you
right.
have to wait on all those. There's like you have to have third-party investigators because to make it fair. And I'm not saying they had a long time to do something nice for that guy.
What do you mean, bro? It's the 14th year anniversary. Don't you know how important the 14th year of someone's death is?
13th and 11 months.
That was quick math. Well done. Yeah, dude.
October comes before November.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know the importance of 13 years and 11 months anniversary ceremony? That's what everyone does when they retire jerseys. Come on. You know this.
Yeah. Odd choice, though.
Yeah. Hey, Stephanie.
Definitely diversion.
Yeah.
But also
That's a good point, though, that they're probably just
Deserves
stockpiling everything
Yeah,
right now,
they-
and then they're just going to slam it all down at once and be like, hey, Dan, you're going to jail for a very long time.
On the 14th year of the Fellows show. I'll hang that up.
Hey, nice.
Hey, that's cool. If we make it 14 years.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I'll be 36.
Yeah, I'll be 37.
That's gross.
Yeah, yuck.
Just kidding. I'm excited.
Ew, old people.
I'm excited to be like
older
adulting
than
around.
23.
I'm excited
22.
for people not to call me like buddy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. You know when you go into a store and someone's like, "Hey, buddy," and I'm like,
I just want to get to the age where, like, 35-year-olds are not like, oh, you're a child. Because you know how, like, older people are like, you're 23? Oh, I could have sworn you're 16. We're like, okay, I'll take that. But when a 35-year-old's like, oh, you're allowed to drink legally? I'm like, all right, you know what? You're a fucking asshole. You need to go away from me right now. I'm not going to lie. I haven't gotten carded at a liquor store it's been a minute. Or, like, getting drinks or anything. It's been a minute since I've gotten carded.
Yeah.
It makes me feel real good. Real good. Also, didn't know that this wasn't a rule here. In Minnesota, if you buy alcohol and you have like two people with you, but like one person's buying it, the other person has to show their ID as well. I didn't know that was not a rule here.
It is actually.
Is it? Okay.
Is, but it's very loosely enforced. Because I remember I couldn't buy something one time just because the person didn't have their wallet. And they were 21 and everything.
Really?
You weren't trying to scam nothing, and they were just like, they weren't buying anything, so they didn't have their wallet.
There was this liquor store when I was coming back from college, and then I had to you want to know who gave me permission to get my fake ID? My mother. So I got a fake ID so I could go to my brother's bachelor party and we could go out, you know.
It's a good cause.
Yeah, and my mom's like, okay, yeah. I mean, I was getting it anyways, but to have your mother's blessing for a fake ID until you're 21 is pretty freaking cool. But then I'd go out to the liquor store just up the way, and one time I brought my friend, and he also had a fake ID, but mine was from Michigan, and his was from, like, Illinois or something.
How'd you guys meet?
So it's this old Asian guy, and I love him. Every single time, he's always like, what do you need? And I'm like, here. And he'll go out and, like, pick all the stuff out for me, and then, like, just a cool guy. He's always like, Michigan, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, haha. I go to school out in Michigan, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the one time I bring my friend, and he's like, oh, I need to see both your IDs. And we're like, here's my Michigan ID. And then he gives him his Illinois ID when we're in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota. And he's like, how do you guys know each other? We're like, oh, we're friends. He goes to school in Chicago. I go to school in Michigan. It's the whole thing. He's like, oh, that's so funny. Like, and all this stuff. Gives us all our booze, and we got out, and we're like, all right, we're never going back here ever again. But yeah, I didn't know. And then the other day, I was like buying alcohol with someone here, and they only asked for my ID. And I was like, hey, you have to, hey.
You tattled?
Hey, what if they're not 21? Hey. But it's fine. Whatever. I can't say anything because I didn't think Sean was old enough to drink when I first started watching the fellas. To be fair, you weren't allowed to drink for that long when we first started the fella show.
That is true.
You were still 21 when we started, right?
No, I was
No, you're
22.
22. No,
But not by much.
Yeah.
No, I still am. By a little more.
Which is surprising because I would think looking at the show, people would definitely think you're older than I am.
I don't know. My mustache doesn't come across on the screen as well as it does in person.
That's fair. That's
the
fair.
thing.
I have noticed that my goatee looks much better on camera than it does.
Yeah,
like this actually stands out. I'm glad that you can't really see.
Mine just fades into like I got a little more.
Because the beard, let me tell you what, it does not get any respect on camera. This part just looks bad. I mean, it's bad in real life too, but the worst is when you're in Kansas. I have an Ohio ID. My buddies have a Florida, Michigan. Like,
Yo, college is crazy, man. Everybody
college
knows
is crazy.
You get your permanent address changed when you go to college.
Yeah, within the first 2 years.
Yeah, everybody does that. My friend, who legitimately went to college in Arizona and legitimately moved there and got an Arizona ID.
Yep.
Came back to Pennsylvania. And we went out. Went somewhere. I'm like, no, I don't even know. Went to check his ID. And they're like staring at it. And they're like bending it. And they're like, dude, this is a fake. You got to get out of here. He was like, no, it's not. He's wearing his Sun Devils like hoodie. He's like, no, it's not fake. He's like, I live in Arizona. And he's like, I don't know, man. It's really thin. And he's like bending. He's like, you gotta get out of here. He's like, it's not a fake. He's like, it's not a fake. I'm 22. This is not. I'm not even. It was just it. That was one of the funniest things. And we just left.
Yeah, my first bar experience was it was my brother's bachelor party. So I'm with my brother's pretty old. Like my brother's 30, 31. compared to me, I mean. So I'm with a bunch of 27-year-olds,
Right.
girls and guys. We're on a party bus. We show up to Moonlight Bar Grill, and I'm with a bunch of 26, 27, 28-year-olds that all have Minnesota IDs. And I come off the bus, by far the youngest looking one, with a Michigan ID. And this bar is very well, because it's like up in northern Minnesota where you kind of go for cabins and stuff. It's a very popular place. First 3 times I used my fake ID in college, Classic. They didn't ask me for it. I was like, dude, that's the worst. That is the worst. One of the first 3 times I had my fake ID, I think 2 out of the 3 times I didn't have to use it. And I was like, this is stupid. Why do I even have this? Anyways, I get up to there, and everyone knows that this bar is damn near impossible to get into with a fake ID. But mine is really good. ID God, scans, like I had a good one. I felt very good about it. And no one in Minnesota knew what the Michigan one looked like.
Right.
So I try and position myself like near the back, but not the very last person in our group because we've got like 15 people. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, show him my ID. And he's like, looks at it one time, looks at me, and he's like, stand to the side. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to walk home because I'm not going to ruin my brother's bachelor party at the bar, right? So my brother kind of like stays to the side with me, and he lets that, like, my whole group go, the next group go, the next group go, and then he looks at mine again, and this man is like inspecting it. He's inspecting it. He's doing the things. He puts a light underneath it. Then he goes around the corner and grabs like an infrared light, and he's like doing this, doing this, doing this. And my brother's like, dude, this is annoying, like trying to play it off. I'm like, yeah, this happens every single time I come home from school. Like, I always have to deal with this shit.
Oh,
and the guy, like, kind of hears it, looks at it, looks at me, and he's like, here you go. Get inside, and I start fist pumping all the friends and stuff. And they're like, yeah! Yeah, that was my first bar experience,
like,
though.
I'm a little like, you know,
Oh, God, dude, I could barely even grow facial hair at the time. I had this. That was all I had, was just a little thing. I got carded the other day because of the blue hair. I bet if you do color your hair, you probably do look a little bit younger. That's funny. Good old stories.
My hair will be getting chopped soon.
Really? Have you finally?
And I'm not sure if I'm gonna look older or younger. Just it's been quite a long. I used to look a lot younger with short hair.
Yeah.
However, it's been quite a long time.
It has been quite a long time. You do kind of have like a full man beard now.
Oh, I'll probably keep the facial.
Oh, yeah. I think you should. Yeah, nothing is more hype than when all the boys get into the bar. That is it's quite... Actually, I think I'm getting a haircut today.
Wow.
I'm going back to see Christian. If you guys don't know who Christian is, at Diamond Cuts in North Philly, you look dummy. Oh, yeah. How long ago was that picture?
That was my senior year of high school, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
There needs to be a big reveal for the cut. There does need to be a big reveal.
I know. I'm gonna have to.
When you get a haircut.
I'll probably be wearing a lot of hats. I'll probably hate it for like a week.
Yeah, you'll probably not like it for the first part. What are you thinking? Are you thinking like a fade with a longer?
I want to take it just down on the sides and back.
Yeah.
And maybe only take like 3-4 inches off the top.
Yeah.
Probably more than
probably a little bit more, but yeah, I
don't
hear
even
what
know
you're saying.
how long it is at the moment. It's like
Fella-
it's like this many.
Fellas After Dark, I cut your hair. Went to a concert at BBT senior year of high school and handed my New Jersey fake to a New Jersey cop, and they verified it.
Dude, BB&T is the wild, wild west.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. No, I always went with a state that was close enough to make sense, but far enough away to where they didn't know what it looked like. And then when I got to Temple and had a Michigan fake ID, I was just like, yeah, I'm from Michigan. Like, everyone's like, no, you're not.
And they're like, oh,
like,
yeah?
well, kind of.
I used to live in Minnesota, and I checked this ID 2 years ago, and you said you went to school there. So which is it?
I know. I couldn't, and I never can go back to that liquor store that I used my fake ID at, even though it's like 10 minutes from my house when I go home.
Oh, that's inconvenient.
Ooh, Stephanie, I'm so glad you mentioned that. And I'm so glad you create chaos. Cam, where is the shotgun video?
True.
It is Thursday now? Also, I suppose Isaac's the only one in Philly. Isaac, are you going to tailgate tonight? Is anyone going to tailgate tonight?
Can we do the
Eagles?
Fellas After Dark from the tailgate?
Yeah, why not? I'm going. I told you, I'll call in. Or you can go to the tailgate, too, and we'll figure it out.
I'm trying to think like, very, like, I wonder if we could.
We'd have to keep it up on their screen share on one of our phones. Is that possible? No, because you have to have a remote desktop.
No, what you'd really have to do. You have to.
There's got to be a way.
Start it with Zoom open. Zoom in from somewhere else. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We just have to get someone who's here to press the button to like start it.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, someone would just have to hit start stream, right?
Also, I have work until 7, so I don't even know if that.
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. But yeah, we could probably do something from the tailgate tonight. I'll be there pretty early, I think. Should I wear a Foles jersey? I should wear Gabe's Foles jersey.
Fools.
So then I at least have an excuse for going. I can somewhat live out my dreams.
Minnesota life.
Minnesota life. I don't think I can make it to the tailgate, but I'll be down to in the city to watch. All right, fine. I should probably tweet out if anyone's going to the tailgate tonight. Meet a couple fellas tonight.
That'd be cool.
See if there's any out there. We do have a lot of fans from Philly.
Yeah.
Or in the Philly area, I should say.
Centralized location.
What about a Twitter live stream? Oh yeah, I could do that too. We just pop it on my Twitter. Can't get both of us then though. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with something clever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Fellas, what else do we have today? Oh, a little bit more news on the whole. A little bit more news on the Kyrie thing. Kyrie has now spoken out. In a much better worded way than I thought this was going to come out. Honestly, I still think that Kyrie is a dummy for not getting vaccinated because it seems like there's an easy solution to this. But as we've said before, if you're going to do it the right way and not get vaccinated, this is probably the way that you do it. He's been very quiet as everyone's been kind of shitting on him, which sucks. Because at the end of the day, it is his choice. But he said something. I mean, he said something that was pretty decent. I'm going to have to back Kyrie on this one, actually. In a Instagram live story or something like that, I had to stop running away from using my voice and using my platform to speak on what's true and what's mine. You know, nobody's going to hijack my voice. Nobody's going to, yeah, okay, we got it. Don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that shit, man. Really be aware of what's being said before I even get a chance on the podium to speak for myself, which is something that you said. He's like, the man hasn't said anything. Why are we doing stuff? So, very good point. Very well said as well. Anyways, he was under the impression that he was going to get exonerated from the vaccine mandate. He was told somewhere along the line, or promised along the lines, or so he says, anyways, that he was promised that he didn't have to before the season started. All these people saying all these things about what's going on with me, and it's not true. Just pay attention to those out, what's going on in the real world. People are losing their jobs to these mandates. People are having to make choices with their own lives, which I respect. And I don't want to sit here and play on people's emotions either. Just use logic. What would you do if you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine? This wasn't an issue before the season started. This wasn't something that I foresaw coming or I prepared for it. You know, I didn't have a chance to strategize for what was best for me and my family. That part, maybe not as much.
I mean, if he was told,
yes, that makes sense. But to not see any of this coming, like, dude, come on. We've been in COVID for 2 years now.
I mean, it was, to be fair, because I remember when the whole Wiggins, it was like exactly what I said, the Wiggins one too. It's just like, oh, whoa, we just found out today that he can't play the home game.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, he probably didn't think that he would have to miss, all his games because of that. But to say he didn't know that something like this was coming, like, dude, we all knew
New
something.
York has been completely shut down.
Yeah.
Or completely mandate restricted from like a month and a half now, probably.
I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, like, dude, you're not blind. Like, we all knew shit was coming like this.
You just thought you wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I didn't have a chance to strategize with me and my family. I came into the season thinking that I was just going to be able to play ball, be able to use my talent to continue to inspire and influence people in the right way. Putting this on me is just like, why are you putting this on me? This is not part of, what's going on in conversations with scientists, physicians, doctors. I'm just a hooper, right? I'm just a person who is being utilized as an example. For some odd reason, people love to hate on my name in the mix of just some BS. This is my life. I get to do whatever I want with this. This is the body that I get here, one God body that I get here, and you tell me what to do with my body. It has nothing to do with the organization. I'm going to put that out there. It has nothing to do with the Nets. It has nothing to do with my teammates. This has everything to do with what's going on in our world. I'm being grouped into something that's bigger than the game of basketball. Well said. Well said.
I always felt bad for Kyrie.
Yeah. I mean, still think he's a dummy.
I don't.
If it wasn't Kyrie, I would have a little bit more, but this is the same guy.
No, in this, I just mean in general, I don't think Kyrie's a dummy.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, yeah, for this, I still think you should just get the thing.
Just the solution, man. Like, it's an easy solution.
No, but yeah, in general, I think he's a very smart guy, and I think he's very. I don't know. He's very interesting.
You're very interesting, man.
But I think a lot of the stuff that he does gets misinterpreted.
Yeah.
I feel like people want him to be something, and then kind of fit narratives around what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about this specifically, but there's been a lot of things.
Yeah, there's been a couple. The flat Earth thing really got me. I was like,
I mean, he's. See, it's like.
That one got me. That's why when this first started coming out about Kyrie, I was like, oh, here we fucking go. The flat earthers, and here we go.
I don't even think he's really a flat earther.
I think he came out later on. He was like, I had bad information or something along the lines.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways.
I like what he's doing. I like when he's burning sage in the arena before the Celtics come in. Like, I love all that.
He's just a different kind of guy. He has different kind of beliefs, and
I think
it's
I would love
okay.
to like go to dinner with the man.
Yeah, he's probably a very interesting fella.
I would like what he says. I feel like if I just let him talk for I would be like, wow.
I think like Joe Rogan needs to get Kyrie on a podcast and just pick his brain about what he thinks about.
Yeah, that would be quite a talk.
Yes, I am vaccinated. Lincoln Park Classic basketball.
I gotta get uno más.
He's got to get one more.
Putting that off.
Yeah. No, I am fully. Sean has one. And I think I'm more on the side of people should just kind of get vaccinated at this point, just so we can not be done with it, but be on the next path. But I also fully understand people who don't want it because, well, I come from a family that is very much on the other side of things. So I'm pretty much right in the middle. Like, hey, it's your body. You do whatever you want. I just think that in this case, there's an easy solution.
I think
for all the problems.
My biggest
for Kyrie
thing that I don't understand why we keep forgetting it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it doesn't affect. Well, I don't even know, but like the second, I don't know, but everyone can still get it and spread it
Mm-hmm.
and have it
Yeah.
and give it to other people. And it's I can't. To me, I like now. There's nobody's doing anything right.
No.
Because the NFL almost has it right.
Almost.
But it's too extreme but in anything where any of these sports where there's going to be so many people going different places in a high-packed arena, all working together, training together every day.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be like, oh, well, we'll test you once every 2 weeks because you have the vaccine. It's like, okay, so you have a vaccine and you're allowed to go into super packed clubs, super packed bars, go anywhere you want, then come back and see the team every day and do all that. And then you get tested 2 weeks later, and then there's an outbreak.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. Yeah. Like,
it just
you shouldn't
just ignore.
One of the incentives of getting the vaccine shouldn't be you don't have to get tested as regularly. That is the most ridiculous rule I have ever. Like, hey, you got your vaccine, so now we won't test you for every 2 weeks. So if we do have an outbreak,
now that you can't have the symptoms.
So basically, if we do have an outbreak, it won't be because of the unvaccinated people who are getting tested every day so we can catch it. It'll be one of the vaccinated people. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not even saying you have to test them every single day.
Is they don't want to have to. Maybe this is a little conspiracy, whatever. But
yeah, whatever.
It's true. They don't want it to. They don't want someone who's vaccinated to be the trace of an outbreak. So if you test them once every 2 weeks, it's a lot less likely that they're the positive one than if you test the unvaccinated people every single day.
That could be it too.
They'll probably get it because the unvaccinated people can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They can't even go out.
I hate that that's part of the, like, I'm fine with having an incentive, like, because obviously a lot of athletes don't want to get vaccinated, and we need to have a lot of them vaccinated so that we don't have the outbreaks that we had before. Like, I'm totally okay with that. But the testing people that are vaccinated every 2 weeks just doesn't.
There's just no downside to testing people.
It's just it clearly shows where the league's priority is at, where it's like the priority is to make the league look good and look vaccinated and everything, rather than actually protecting players. Because if they actually wanted to protect players and actually want to stop outbreak of COVID throughout the league, they would be testing vaccinated players just as much as unvaccinated. And I'm not even saying every day, but every other day, every 2 days, whatever. Like,
you can do it a little less, but there's
like,
a
dude,
difference.
it's still and we have found out many times now that it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated. You can still get COVID. Yes, it's a less percentage chance. Yeah, it's a less percentage chance you're gonna die, but you can still get COVID. So why are we acting like it's gonna take 2 weeks for someone to get the disease? Like, come on, or the virus.
If you're a 25-year-old professional athlete, you got a pretty slim chance of dying in the first place.
Yeah, it's true. Probably. But it's the spread. I understand that part. It's a spread.
And the vaccine just encourages the spread. Get everyone vaccinated. Go give it to each other in a big room and spin it around.
Just lock everyone in a little room. Be like, all right, guys, we're gonna stay here for 3 weeks.
I'm telling you. Last year, our last year at Temple, I said, and I still think this would have been the best idea. Said we should just get every single person here, put them in a room. Just everybody cough
for 3 weeks,
do whatever, and then everybody goes home and stays in their own separate for 2 weeks, and then we all come out.
We're all like, hey,
we're all good. We all emerge from the ground, like the locusts. You know, when it's locust season, we all come out and just start chirping everywhere. You know,
I like it.
That's all we needed.
I like it. My anti-mask, anti-vax uncle gave my 87-year-old dementia-laden grandpa COVID about a week ago. My grandpa has the vax and he's hurting, but for sure in better shape than he would have been. Yeah, that's the biggest part of this is, like, with this second strain and everything. That's the biggest part for me is, like, it is saving people's lives, and there are people dying who aren't vaccinated. Now, there's plenty of people who are vaccinated that are still dying and everything like that, but, like, gives you a fighting chance for people like that.
Totally.
Like, we're not worried. Like, I'm personally not worried. I didn't get the vaccine to protect myself. I got the vaccine to kind of protect others.
No,
and if I'm seeing my family and stuff like that, like, I want to not
what
be.
What was happening with older people, especially in Pennsylvania, is literally swept under the rug in a very strange way.
Yeah.
Do you know they would, like, let people who had COVID, they would test them, they'd be positive, and then put them back into their retirement homes with all the other
Yeah, I know. And that's why the retirement home, that happened everywhere, by the way. Because in Minnesota, there was one where it killed, like, 86 of the 102 people in the nursing home. Because they just, like, let it go.
I know. It is crazy. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's bad. No, there's a lot of things with this, but I do have a lot of respect for Kyrie coming out and saying that. And I do think he's kind of getting the shit end of the stick in this one. Absolutely, I am 100% on the side that Kyrie should get vaccinated because it's just be done with it. But for someone who's not, to stay quiet the whole time and not, the man is not trying to get people to not be vaccinated. He's just being quiet about his own status and being like, hey.
I think everybody should think about it.
I think so too.
It should not be a social club that you're trying to.
No, God, no, and I hate that part of it. Like I took three.
You gotta take it seriously.
I took 3-4 months to kind of scope out, Yeah. And I explain it to everyone. It's the reason I don't buy the PS5 right away. Let the couple first.
You can't get it, bro. You wish you could get that PS5. It's been years. It's on back order.
No,
Still can't get 'em.
It's you buy the first iPhone when it first comes out, and there's some things wrong with it.
Yeah,
there's
true.
a couple things, and there's a couple glitches. That's why you wait a couple months.
Not because I can't afford it. That's why I always buy Madden 21 when Madden 22 comes out. It's true though. It's like $10.
Brax, I hope your grandpa's okay.
Yeah, for real.
Thoughts and prayers.
Good thing he's vaxxed,
Good thing he's vaxxed. But no, I hate the social status thing of this, and that's what it feels like Kyrie's getting bashed for. And he's like, dude, I haven't said a word. Why are you guys coming after me? Like, I'm doing my own thing. Just everyone chill out. Steve Nash did say that he does not expect Kyrie to play in any of their home games this year, though. So they have pretty much.
What was that? Was that recently?
Yeah, he said that yesterday, I believe. Where is
Wow.
it? Steve Nash says Nets are not expecting Kyrie Irving to play in any home games this year. Which I think is just probably like planning for not having Kyrie because you got to
Yeah, I guess that makes
next man up kind of thing. Like, hey, here we go. Yeah.
Comes into bonus.
Yeah.
Type thing. Yeah.
So yeah, and that would be strange, but if that's what he wants to do, then by all means. Even though it's 41 plus another probably 5 games, California and Knicks. I don't know what California's mandate is though.
It's bad. It's like no.
No, it's like New York.
Don't come here.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
No. I mean, almost everywhere is gonna have something. I'm sure. I don't know how any of this goes. Cause like, what about like? Is there gonna be a vaccine mandate next year? Cause to me, that makes a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
Missing one season in a whole career. There's various reasons people will miss the season that isn't injury or sport related. It happens.
Yeah.
Contracts, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But then what happens the next year?
Yeah, is he still not allowed to play, or did the COVID?
Are these
did
forever?
did the mandate just go away?
What
I don't
is-
know.
What is this?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
What's going on?
Hey, man. All I know is they said if you get the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi, you can go places again. And I said,
Yeah, but then someone's gonna use you as
said-
a portable speaker.
I
when
said
you're not
okay.
looking.
I said, give me the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi because I gotta start going places.
Someone's gonna plug an Ethernet cord into your butt and then make their iPhone play 6ix9ine out of your mouth.
Not that
You'll
it's
be like,
not that it's funny, but it was really funny. Sean was actually in the car with me. Sean was actually in the car with me when I did it. I have a family member who's a very much anti-vaxxer, and
we all.
yes, we all do. Which is fine. Like I said, you can. I don't care. But she was saying, "You're not vaccinated, are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "I got the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi." And Sean heard the reaction. Eric, that's not funny. That's not funny. Don't joke about that. That's not funny. I was just dying laughing. Like, come on. It's okay to be an anti-vaxxer, but to think they're actually putting a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi chip in you, like, come on. If Potts is still here, also lazy. I don't.
You're not involved in this inside joke, Eric.
Is this a Kansas joke?
Kansas be like.
Ha, also lazy.
Assalamu alaikum.
Jesus.
Malaikum shalom.
Malaikum shalom. Yalla hamshe. I'm bilingual.
Wow, that's very impressive. That was in Spanish.
Nice.
Me gusta leer un libro.
Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I did ASL in high school. 2 years of it. Don't remember much, but
Can you say,
no, I can't say it.
Can
can
you
sign
sign,
it.
I like to read a book?
No. Wait.
What about just book?
I think book is just.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure book is this, and then I don't know what to read a book is, because I like book. I like, but no, reading has a different. Because if it's like a verb, then it has like a different. If they did give me the Wi-Fi booster, then I would never like during.
That's actually what's using all your bandwidth is the problem. You're connected to your Wi-Fi, and trust me, Braxton, you use a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Really, just.
Yeah, you definitely take a lot of energy.
I want
to
Wi-Fi
keep...
brain. No,
Yeah.
I take it back.
See, that's the thing. Like, if you're so worried about Wi-Fi and Bluetooth being in your arm, I personally would kind of like a little Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and one personal hotspot. You know how bad my Wi-Fi is up here?
Yeah. You know what I have come around on?
What?
I'm gonna sound like it. I don't mind my data being looked at.
Yeah, you've mentioned this a couple different times with web browsers and things. I also, so another one of my, actually, this is okay. I'm okay with saying this one out. My dad is a tinfoil head, And he knows it, and so he's very off the grid, even though he holds a fucking phone in his hand. Even though, like, he knows it, too. He knows he's being a little ridiculous at times and stuff. But, I'm just... he's always like, oh, they sent me this, and I don't know how. And I'm like, Dad, that's good for you. Like, you want that ad. You know you can use your phone to your advantage by it tracking you. Like, very, very much to your advantage. Like, if you want something, you just have to type in a couple words, and for the next week, that's the only thing you're going to see. You can even just set your phone down and be like, watch this. I want tickets to the Super Bowl. And within about an hour, you will get ads about tickets to the Super Bowl. You can use that shit, and then you can use it at deception, too. You could be like,
I want a basket of eggs.
Be like, I want free money. And then all of a sudden free money ads will come up. It's just crazy. I agree. What are they really going to do with us? Don't think 22-year-old Braxton Beal is a real target for anybody. Yeah. Literally, people are stealing your information, taking it, whatever you want to say, to make a better experience for you. These people aren't like trying to control the world.
No.
I guess
however,
to a certain degree they are.
They're absolute. Don't get this wrong. 100%. Anything that you put anything into will absolutely sell your information with no regard
Oh, yeah.
to who it goes to.
Except for the fellas. We don't sell emails.
No, I don't even know how. If I could, no, just kidding. I don't
You know how many spam calls the fellas would be getting? Some to one of those services.
I'm going to start spam calling all the fellas, but it'll actually be me. I'll be like, hey, your car,
your package is expiring.
your warranty.
You didn't buy the 6-month warranty on your package. Therefore, we are going to have to charge you.
That would be fun, dude. You know what we should do?
Stuff's like, all right. Sounds good.
I think what we should do is fake some telemarketer calls.
Yeah.
Like from Visa or whatever, and be like, but actually just give people like $20 if they listen to the call.
If they listen for more than like 30 seconds.
Just be like, hi, this is MasterCard. There was a mistake on your account. I'm gonna Venmo you $20. What's your Venmo? And then anyone who actually listens, just send them $20.
I don't think I would ever even give my. I would think that there's like a backdoor plan with it. No, ever.
I'll be like, what's your address? I will mail you a $20 bill in the mail.
I'll give you $20 just for being that stupidly courageous.
I know. Trusting people need to get paid. Because clearly they've been scammed out of far more than $20.
We need to help them because they've definitely lost more than $20 in the.
Someone needs to help them out.
I got scammed once, but I actually ended up kind of winning.
What?
Yeah, it was like a
Sounds
watches
like a
thing.
bad
It was
scam.
like 2 watches for like $20 with free shipping kind of thing, and it was like, oh, these
Something
are
like Instagram ad.
basically, yeah, and it was like, these are super discounted, blah 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 blah, and I was like, oh damn, like not even thinking that they were actually valuable, but the fact that I get 2 watches for $20,
Nice,
I got them, and they're like nice watches, and I was like, hey, I got scammed, but like, I'm totally okay with it. Like I got a silver
that
watch.
Sound like a scam. That just sounds like cheap
It was a very much a scam. Very, very much a scam. It was like, oh no, it was free watches, and then you had to pay like
Oh yeah.
X amount on shipping, blah 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 blah. And they are clearly like $5 like $2 watches, but I was like, I could pull this off for a $30 watch easily. I'm totally okay with it. I don't like it when that goes silent anymore.
It's a little scary.
It's so quiet in this room. There's a backdoor on Venmo. Don't accept money from random people. That's actually been a big problem lately.
Listen, Braxton, I hear you, but I'm absolutely taking money from random people.
Did you hear about the thing where the girls started like sending themselves money on Venmo?
No, what is that?
At bars and stuff. This has been a while, but like, guy will come up to a girl at a bar and be like, "Hey, blah blah," buy her a drink or whatever, and he'll be like, "Oh, can I have your number?" She'll take the phone, instead of going to put in the number, she will go into Venmo and Venmo herself X amount of dollars. Click it, give the money back to the guy, or give the phone back to the guy. and then the girl has. I've heard of some crazy ones too, like a couple $100, like wild. Don't trust women. No, I'm kidding. It was a total joke.
Do not pay for Snapchat. Do not pay for. Here's the thing. All you gotta do is be broke.
Yeah.
And then nobody can steal money from you.
This is true. Since we're on hot topics and things like that, and we're just kind of just talking about topics, I don't think. And hey, I want to get this out here right now. I have never paid for an OnlyFans. However, I love the idea. I think it's a great idea, and I don't think people should be bashed from buying someone's OnlyFans.
I think it very much depends.
Fair. It depends how much the fee is, one. You should not be paying an egregious amount. But to have, and sorry, this is going to get a little not kid-friendly.
Oh, boy.
To have your own personalized porn star, think about it.
You should be an ad for it. That was a good little tagline.
You have a personalized porn star. Now, I don't think you should be paying much for it. But if you want that kind of intimacy, it's definitely worth paying for.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. No, I don't think you should be bashed for it. I also think that there's plenty of reasons you could bash someone for it.
I absolutely agree. But like, hey, you go on the website that you want and you scroll for a video that you might like and blah blah. Or you could have someone directly send something to you. Yeah, sure, you pay a little fee.
That's like,
and it's like,
that's not always how they work, you know.
That's true.
You gotta find.
I don't know exactly how OnlyFans works. I'm pretty sure I get the gist of it though. But like, I've had those random girls add me on Snapchat and send me pictures without me, Have you ever had that happen?
They never send me pictures. They just talk to me. They just go like, "Okay, baby, XXX." Clicky my linky.
No. Some of them are real good. Some of them act like they might know you or something like that. And probably one of my problems is I have my Snapchat on my Instagram, so it's very. Oh, yeah. And then I took that down after I started getting the things. But yeah, they'll send you pictures and try and be like, "Oh, do you want to subscribe?" Like, thanks for the picture, but no, I'm okay. And then I have to delete them.
Goodbye.
I'm just saying. I see a lot of bashing on people who buy OnlyFans.
But here's the thing.
If I was a more desperate man,
you have to accept that you're gonna get bashed. If you pay for anything premium involving pornography, boobies. Hey, listen. You're paying for.
Fair.
You're gonna get bashed. If you're gonna do it, just accept it.
Fair.
Just take it like a man.
That you know what? I agree. You should get bashed a little bit, but you should be loud and proud, man.
Whatever,
be like,
man.
Do you have your own porn star? I didn't think so.
I could afford it.
Even more.
Well, it comes back around. If you're broke, you don't have to worry about these things.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have to worry about how you acquire your premium adult entertainment.
If the gal is watching this show, I swear to God, I have never paid for an OnlyFans ever in my entire life. I promise.
He's
ever.
lying. He has one, and he uses it to fund his porn addiction.
I sell my Nerfies with my OnlyFans.
Dude,
I actually have an OnlyFans service
where
where
nude bet or whatever. That's literally selling Nerfies on OnlyFans. That is literally. What is it? Isn't it
nude bets?
Yeah, but isn't it like isn't one specifically with the Nerfie like tits out for Nerfies?
Yeah,
that's literally selling Nerfies on the corner.
What I could do with the pair of boobies.
You could sell some.
I could sell Nerfies on the corner.
When you're out on, oh man, when you're out on
Move the fellas VIP service to OnlyFans. Actually, who was it? Jerry, Jerry, the guy on gambling Twitter who does all the ridiculous parlays and like has the big threads and stuff. He was going to start a VIP service, but couldn't, or like not a VIP, but like one of those where you charge $5 to stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what platform to do it. There was a lot of people that were like, dude, honestly, doing OnlyFans to where, like, because OnlyFans was meant for actual business, not porn, but then very quickly turned into porn. And then they tried to stop doing porn on it.
So it was like a Patreon type thing?
It's basically like a Patreon type thing for like businesses and things like that. And then they realized, oh shit, we just literally opened up prostitution and everything like that. And then Snapchat was like, okay, no more porn for OnlyFans. No more. We're going to cancel it. And that lasted about 2 days. And then all of a sudden Snapchat was like, wow, we just lost so much money on OnlyFans. You're allowed to do it again. Yes. It's through, yes. Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Instagram or Snapchat? Instagram owns Snapchat. No, Snapchat's its own thing.
Facebook owns Instagram.
Snapchat's its own company. Yeah, because they can go public. Yeah,
they are public.
They are public now?
Yeah.
Okay. Still waiting for GoPuff to go public.
Yeah, they'll be worth a lot ever since they stopped paying their drivers. That'll save them a lot of money on the back end.
Yikes.
Hate those guys.
Yeah, they were kind of dickheads. Hey, 134 subscribers. Thank you, whoever just...
Oh, shout out 134. They must have loved this
out.
absolute garbage content.
Yeah, they must have really liked the conversation we've been having for the past 57 minutes. We have nothing else.
We can keep cruising on it.
We got 3 minutes till bets. Any other hot topics we should visit today?
What do you think about something?
I don't know. I brought up OnlyFans. Or I guess I just had a good conversation about OnlyFans. So we got vaccines, OnlyFans. What other hot topic? We're not doing politics. Baby. We're not doing politics. There's no politics allowed on the show.
I'll talk politics, bro.
Nope.
You'd be astounded at how unopinionated I could be.
Oh, yeah. I might give you a run for your money on that one.
We can be very wishy-washy.
I might give you a run for your money on that one. Shiba coin? Thank you, Evan.
Dude, don't feed into this guy's delusions. Listen, if you're ever going to take advice from someone about a crypto, about anything, just ask them what a blockchain is. And see if they can answer your question.
I don't know, but Shiba Inu coin to the fucking moon.
The problem with gun fever, Braxton, is it's still too hot.
Everyone go buy $10 million or 10 million Shiba Inu coin.
And now what you are is you are Logan Paul. And you are pumping and dumping.
I am not dumping. To the fucking moon, Sean. No, I don't pump and dump. I pump and watch go up. I don't dump. No, to the freaking moon.
I don't dump.
I don't. I hold. You know how I had... So you know how I am with my Shiba Inu, and I like to flex when it goes up a little bit. I've had 2 friends that I've told you should just take a shot on Shiba, because why not? And they texted me the last time it spiked. Remember when it went up like 300% all of a sudden? Or 200%? They texted me and they're like, sell? I was like, hold. You hold for as long as you possibly can. You hold. We're all holding here. Yeah, come get me, SEC. I'll put you guys bankrupt. Shiba Inu hits $1.
I mean, I have questions about Shiba Inu that I'm genuinely curious about, but I don't even think you can answer.
Nope. No, I cannot.
You know, like I don't know.
All I know is keep dumping money into it and make that bitch go up.
Problem is, there's a natural ceiling when you don't have necessarily any value behind
don't
it.
Don't care. We're going right through it.
Because like you can't buy anything with it. You can't. It's a shit coin.
Through the fucking roof. This is how coins make it big. It's people like me who are just dumb and are just like, keep pumping money into it until something happens.
Again, I think you're talking about frauding the public into investing into something with literally no value so you can make money.
No. I am not giving advice. I am saying let's all invest so we can all make money. Very different.
Now look, man. Now look. Here's my thing about it.
As someone who held Dogecoin and sold, you should be the first person that's like, Shiba Inu to the moon.
I know. Well, here's the problem. Dogecoin is the absolute anomaly, right?
Yeah.
I did hold like
Yeah, I know.
$60,000. The problem with it is Dogecoin inherently doesn't have any value. The whole process of the blockchain, I won't get super into it, but with Bitcoin has value because there's a finite number of Bitcoins that can be mined. Dogecoin, there is not.
Yeah, but I can still buy Dogecoin and sell for money.
That's correct, but wait, so it makes it less value than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But enough people are involved in it, moving it, selling it, that it can gain value.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's at the point where it's actually accepted places, which helps it hold said value.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
The problem with Shiba Inu coin is they took Dogecoin, said, hey, that dog's a Shiba Inu, put it on a different coin.
Mm-hmm. But can't it technically be in another anomaly where people buy and sell it and get it to a structured place and then it's accepted places too? Can't that just happen all over again? Because isn't that exactly what people said about Doge, is that it would no way it could ever be? And at one point, people said that about Bitcoin too. Can't that just be the next anomaly? That's my take, is like,
No,
how are you going to say that it can't be the next one when, like, we have no idea?
Well,
no one fucking knows.
Have you seen what happened to Doge since it went up?
Yeah, it came back down, but it's still holding at 25 cents, and it was still at 0.0001 at one point, just like Shiba Inu is. Still is.
I don't know. It's just.
Like, I get it.
Again,
I know the hope.
Here's the
there's a very, but in the off chance.
Because where you're at, as an early adopter,
Yeah,
you
right?
do have the potential to make money.
Yeah, I put $200 in, and I have 10 million plus Shiba Inu.
It's very close.
And I don't think it ever hits a penny, but I think it could hit a quarter of a penny.
You can make
like,
money on
yeah.
it. You can make money on it. Man, what cryptos have become is a
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
It's a wild.
I do. Nah, it's gonna get pumped. These are the people that we need. This is what we need. We need optimism.
I'm shocked.
This is what we need. Optimism. This is what's gonna get us there.
Go for it, man. More money, more problems.
Hop on before it's too late, Sean.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any outtake on the actual future of Shiba. But what I know,
got him in 4K to a pump and dump scheme.
I literally said hold.
No, I get it. I agree. It is not as scummy as almost all of them. It's got more legs than I ever thought it would in my life. It really has done more. That's just that. We're still good.
Okay. No, I totally know that there's a very, like, the most fractional chance that I actually end up making a decent amount of money from this. However, I'm a gambler, so I'm willing. If I get to put $200 into something that might turn into, I'll do it. Whatever. That's a price I'm willing to pay.
Nah,
and if it hits 0, I'll be like, well, I was wrong. Shit. Okay. I don't even connect the chat. Once I go to the beer store and buy beer, it'll come. Oh, good, Cam. I was really worried. Are we gonna get another tweet? Is this gonna be a DM? Maybe a little live video, Twitter live.
Elon Musk killed Doge.
I know he did. He really did. He pumped it up and then he killed it.
Now he's
that's how is he still not in jail? And I actually like Elon, by the way.
Doge is not a real thing.
I suppose the SEC has no control over it, does it?
It's
just not real.
It's just a coin with Doge on it. Doge. Let's talk about Doge himself.
Who is
the dog?
The doggy?
The doggy, aka Doge.
All I know is he's a Shiba Inu.
He is. That's correct. Very good, Airway.
Thank you.
Do you remember when it used to just be that little guy and you'd be like, wow, much Doge. Very bark. Like that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back
before there was a Bitcoin and your Shiba Inu dollars and your Rottweiler pennies and your...
Brax, is that what you got Shiba at or Doge? That's Doge, isn't it?
What?
Because Shiba isn't even close to that high.
maybe I'm not saying it. Point out. Yeah, that was when I also bought. That was actually almost. Dude, I swear, me and Braxton.
Yeah, you guys got
That is
some
almost
weird
the
connected.
exact. That's
You guys have a very similar
That's the
brain.
same month that I bought Doge.
Wow.
Because then it went. That was a crazy. That was like that month. It went from 0.2 cents to 0.5 cents.
Yeah.
Which still double your money, and I was going crazy. And I sold everything. I sold everything, and I went to Applebee's, and I had a great night, and that was it.
Nice.
And then it went up. Yeah, I had
Happens.
6,000. Like flipped it, bought by 8. I was moving all day at work. Had the Doge ticker up there.
Yeah.
Tripping, dipping.
Dipping.
And then yeah, and then of course it.
Skyrocketed.
I think I did the math once. I don't even want to talk about how much money I could have had.
Don't.
6 figures.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend back home cashed out on 6 figures on Doge. He's like insane into crypto.
I had never had a. For this episode of contemplating.
Yeah, you're in Braxton connection. A little scary.
That's so. That's. I could probably find the records. I think I bought it at 29 or 29 tenths or 29 hundredths, whatever you want to call it.
It's yeah, that's. I sold everything too and made like $150. That, you know, for every story you hear about someone cashing out big on Doge, you hear about 10 of those stories where it's like, yeah, I sold early, got about $100 out of it, felt pretty good.
I'm saying, like, on a $40 investment, I made like $80, and I was so happy with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you won't believe it. This stupid thing called Dogecoin, it's only worth 0.2 cents, and it went up to 0.4 cents, and I just doubled my money. Anyway. I bought it just so I could say, because I thought it was hilarious how you could put like $2 in and get a couple thousand.
Yeah.
I put like $2 in. I'm like, yeah, what's up, guys? I got 2,500 Dogecoin, so I'm pretty good investor. Like, I bought it just so I could say it as a joke.
Yeah. Anyone still holding on to Sundial out there? Anyone just getting rocked across the fucking face like I am and just holding and holding and holding and holding? Because I sure am.
Oh, he had the pre-split Tesla. Yeah, don't do that, math.
Ooh, yeah, nope, don't want to go there. Yeah, I'm down about 60% in Sundial right now. That pretty much rakes the rest of my portfolio because everything else is really good.
What's Sundial?
Is
it a literal sundial?
It's the weed place.
Oh, I thought it was like.
It was one of like the first weed places that started taking off, and then they tanked after I bought them.
Eric, do you know how sundials work?
Yeah, you like point it at a certain direction, and wherever the sun is, that's what time it is.
But doesn't the sun set and rise at different times depending on the day?
Yeah. Well, that's why I think you need to know the date.
Do you have to calibrate it?
I don't know how a sundial works. How does a sundial work? Okay, a sundial contains a gnomon, or a thin rod, that casts a shadow onto a platform etched with different times.
Yeah.
As the sun changes relative positions over the course of the day, the rod's shadow changes as well, thus reflecting the change in time. Sundials must be correlated across the span of a time zone. Still doesn't answer the question of...
I guess it's more of a...
Because if you did it on December 1st and you did it on June 1st, you'd get two completely different times.
Right?
I think.
I guess it is like...
My simple science brain says that doesn't make sense.
I'm like... What makes it consistent? That's I'm. I used to think because I feel like when I was there used to be like sundials in movies more often. Random take. But I feel like
I would assume
I used
so.
to see sundials in like entertainment and stuff as not as like a, but people would go back and it would sometimes be a thing. I feel like sundials have just been wiped from popular culture.
Maybe you just
When's the last
watched
time?
old movies.
No, it wasn't like timely. It would be like, oh, we're back in time. Here's a sundial, or oh, it's a mystery. How does the sundial will help? You know, it was always like it always felt like it was an element that get popped in places. And now it's never used.
That's a hot take.
Can we go to sundial? Also, what if it's cloudy? Also, what if it's raining? What if there's lightning?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the reason it's not used anymore is because it's a little outdated. I think there's probably a different.
What
way
if the sun goes out?
All right, well, fellas, we're gonna kick it to a break for bets.
What if when the sun's rotating around the Earth, it gets stuck on the other side?
Never thought about that one.
Because as the center of the universe, shouldn't we rotate the sundial around the Earth? We should probably get a big train, right? That goes around the circumference of the entire Earth,
I'm
right?
so lost.
And then we just put the sundial on it, and it just goes at the exact speed that the sun orbits around the Earth.
Somehow, some way, you hit a blunt when no one was watching right now, and your brain is just on another wavelength.
Nah, listen. I'm bringing it back, dude. We're the center.
You're bringing the sun.
We're the center of the solar system.
Everything revolves around us.
I refuse to. Exactly. If the sun's so important, where's all the sun people?
I'm done. We kick it to fucking break right now because we need to talk about bets and we need to stop talking.
So cool. Actually, the sun is cool because it's often depicted wearing sunglasses.
Please hit the transition
Would you
button.
agree, Eric?
Yes, I agree. Please hit the transition button.
If you were to draw a picture of the sun right now.
I would draw a circle. That's it.
Would it have a face?
No.
Would it be faces with sunglasses still?
No.
Alright, well, you're lame. We're going to break. This dude don't even draw sunglasses, son. We'll be back in 5 for betting time at Betting World. Betting bets. Better bets for a better world, huh?
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay. You know, right before we came back, when you said, I'm going to be yelling, I'm sure I'm going to be yelling again.
You didn't think I'd
realize
miss
it'd
the
be that
first 3
quick.
seconds?
Fellas,
It's time for bets. You know what time it is. You enjoy this time. The degenerates are filling in from gambling.
it's 11:18 a.m. Do you know where the fellas are?
We're on a very good soundtrack today. We're
You know, should we like have a little background music while we're
I don't know.
chatting?
I don't know what it sounds like. It's a problem.
The problem is it doesn't sound like anything. That's why I actually probably should have told you this.
Yeah.
That's why when I sit there and jam out, I do try to get through it quickly because we are jamming out to silence
Really?
on the stream. Yeah, but I always thought it was a good bit, so I never said anything. To be fair, I also didn't know for a long time until I was editing.
You never told me?
I didn't figure it out till a couple weeks ago when I was editing. Whatever the last clip we put up was when I learned it. Cause the old setup. Until we, when we redid everything on there,
Yeah.
it never carried over like that audio. So it was only for like a month. And then about halfway through said month, I was like, oh. But then I was like, eh.
So I've just been looking like an ass while Sean laughs over there.
Yes, that's
secretly.
correct.
All right, cool.
That's correct.
Cool.
I do think we should have a little. Hey, like what's wrong?
So they can't hear this right now.
Maybe a little bit through the microphones, but no, there's nothing actually capturing.
Fine, cut it off. Cut it off.
No.
Cut it off. No, I don't want it.
There's a button for it.
No, I don't want it. You ruined it.
Okay.
All right, fellas, let's get into bets today. We do have NHL, a lot of NHL actually. Big day for NHL. We do have preseason NBA, and of course, Game 5, Dodgers Giants. Good luck if you know what to do in that game, because I do not. Anyways, what should we start with?
Shoot, man.
Let me pull up the starting lineups today.
Yeah.
Just to see if I'm missing anything. I suppose I'll start with some NHL. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the big game tonight. Let's start with the MLB tonight, since there's only one, and let's just talk.
Get out of the way.
Oh, we got to talk about NFL too. Duh.
Yes.
Dodgers Giants. Looks like Dodgers are getting 57% tickets and bets. Tickets and money. Giants getting slightly underdog, but not by much. And it kind of depends on the books, too, because I see some books have Dodgers as favorites, and I see some books have Giants as favorites. What I will say, while I don't have a prediction for who's going to win this game, I really want the Giants to win. I think the Giants have a very good possibility to win. However, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. I'm very stuck with this one. Both teams hit pretty well against opposing pitchers. Julio Urias is on the mound for the Dodgers. Logan Webb's on the mound for Giants. As a team against Julio Urias, they are hitting 269 average, 327 on base, 396 slugging, 722 OPS, 319 WOBA, which is good stats and extremely good stats for going against Julio Urias, considering what he does to most teams. Logan Webb against the Dodgers is 208 average, 266 on base, 327 slugging, 600 OPS, and 264 WOBA. So definitely not as good as the Giants against Julio Urias, but somewhat decent. They still get good contact here and there. Buster Posey lives rent-free in Julio Urias' head. 20 at-bats with 10 hits, 4 of them being doubles and only 2 strikeouts. He's made himself very nice, warm and cozy inside of Julio's brain. I imagine he does the same today, and he's just been kind of on a roll. So to get a hit in this game, I'd go Buster Posey, I would go Brandon Crawford, and I would go I'm going to go Justin Turner. Those are my 3 to get a hit. To go yard will be Will Smith. A little curveball at you there. And Yaz. Mike Yastrzemski. Yep. I like it. That's what I got for hits. As far as the game, like I said, I think that there will be runs scored in this game. I absolutely do. The over-under set at 7. It's a little bit low, but at the same time, it's Logan Webb and Julio Urias. I'm pretty much split everywhere over the board on this game. I don't know how you accurately cap this game besides just Giants are at home. They've been the better team this season. I'd give the nod to Julio Urias as the better pitcher, but the Giants hit him pretty well. I lean Giants, but I'm not going to put money down on this game. I can't. It's impossible. I don't understand how anyone could look at this game and be like, oh, I know who's going to win. It's this team. Like, you can say that, but you're lying because it's Game 5, and these two teams are the best two teams in the MLB, which sucks that we have to watch them play now. But, yeah, good luck tonight. I might take a little personal play with Giants just because that's where my heart is and that's what I want. But other than that, I think that this game shouldn't be touched with a 10-foot pole. Do we ride Logan Webb's K prop again? He's still undefeated at home this year. What is his K's at tonight? Isaac, is it 4.5, 5.5? The problem with the postseason right now is, man, one of these pitchers makes one mistake and they get pulled. They get pulled so fast. That's why K props have been scaring me lately. Let's see what Logan Webb's Ks have been. 10, 8, 6, 3, 9, 5, 6, 10, 6, 7. So I'm going to guess it's over 6.5 tonight. God, he absolutely destroyed the Dodgers last time out. Absolutely wrecked them. Yeah, I'm just going to lean Giants and hope for that. I'd say anything over 6.5 I might take for that K prop. I have a feeling it might be sitting at 7.5 though. That'd be a little gross, but yeah, this is gonna be a tough game. It should be a very close game too. I imagine it's a very good game. Don't hate Giants 5 point. Whoa, it's over 5.5 and juiced. Yeah, I bet it is. Don't hate Giants first 5 and a nerfy. I like that as well. Logan Webb and Julio. I can imagine a nerfy's coming. That's got to be pretty juiced though too, right? I'd imagine. It's got to be. All right. We don't need to talk about that much more because it's just like I said. You throw a dart, you might have a better chance on that one. That's a tough game to call. Lean Giants. Hope the Giants win, but that is the Dodgers on the other side in an elimination game. So good luck.
Tough to go against.
Good luck. Anyways, you want to do NHL or NBA first?
I'm good with you.
All right, let's go NBA. Let's go. All right, fellas, just before we start, just want to preface this. Sean is on a 3-day no-losing streak in the NBA. The closest we came was last night's fold by the Knicks, where they were up like 14 with a minute left and then only won by 8 to push. But, yeah, man's been on fire, has been calling everything. Even his 2 underdogs yesterday that he pulled off of. Because he was true. No, I don't think we should. Was Boston and the Grizz. Boston lost by 1, the Grizz lost by 2, and the one favorite that he was talking about yesterday, you literally, by the way, called every single game to a T yesterday. The one favorite that we were going to take yesterday in the Nuggets, Sean was like, no, take them out. I don't like it. I just don't trust it. So, quite literally, of the 7 NBA games last night, Sean called all 7 to a perfect T, which is pretty fucking impressive if you ask me. Now, with that gassed-out entrance, don't fuck it up, and good luck today.
Yeah, today's only 4 games, so
yep.
Not quite as much to look at, and there's a lot of ugly stuff here.
Yeah?
It's ugly kind of day. I just want to check something real quick on that. The first game is the ugliest of all the ugly. Miami Heat playing the Atlanta Hawks. The Heat are getting plus 12.5, and I know you're asking, but why? The Heat have been like the best preseason team. Tyler Harris so cool.
That is what I was gonna ask.
That's exactly what I know was on your mind. Problem is, Bam, Jimmy, Tyler, Lowry, Oladipo. Just kidding. Oladipo.
Yeah, I was like, don't worry. He definitely knows how to say his name.
Yeah.
Relax.
PJ Tucker. Literally everyone is out. Their starting five is Gabe Vincent, Max Struss, KZ Okpala. His first name is KZ. I appreciate that because normally when you have the 2 initial names, it's like AJ.
He's a big boy.
KZ now. That's cool initials. Caleb Martin, Mika Potter. None of those guys, and Atlanta's obviously actually starting. They're starting Trey.
Okay, so
all of the guys.
So we're staying away.
John Collins.
Staying away from the Heat today, huh?
Yeah, and I also
wouldn't.
I would not take the Hawks to cover 12 and a half. Just not worth it.
He'd have been like one of the best teams in preseason.
Yes, they have. Next game is the Timberwolves and the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh boy,
going at it.
Hey, T-Wolves, hell of a preseason team. Still undefeated, baby.
They're rolling in the preseason right now. Wow, and that line already moved from 6 to 7 since I started looking at this 3 minutes ago. Not good because I do like the Nets here, but as that line goes up, I don't know. They're rolling with. The problem with the Nets is they still have these guys. I know Kyrie's on the anti-vaxxer list, but they still have these guys named James Harden and Kevin Durant.
Who are those guys?
And the problem with those guys is...
Are they good?
They're good at basketball.
Are they? I've never heard of them.
And they're leading the Nets in minutes for this preseason.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. I'm looking at it right here.
Okay.
They're both averaging 25 minutes a game. They're also both the scoring leaders for the team.
So
they're like in there.
I've just never heard of those guys, so I was just making sure your information is correct.
They're in there, dude. They're in there playing ball.
Where'd they go to college?
KD went to...
Like D2, D3 schools?
Yeah. KD went to Texas, right?
I have no idea. I actually don't know.
Yeah, he did. I know because he was on the cover of that one NCAA March Madness video game.
He did go to Texas. I had that exact same game.
That was a good game. But yeah, you gotta just I spreads a lot. I'll tell you what. If we want to do something fancy and come back around to that one, the Nets are not in a bad position to win there. I just like the next two a lot more.
All right, let's hear it then.
Nuggets Thunder. Nuggets are getting -4. Yes, again. Yes, again. I had to double check it.
I was like,
yes, back to back. Nuggets are getting -4, and once again, the Thunder, dude. Come on.
Especially after they beat him yesterday.
The Thunder, dude. It's not. The Nuggets are again running with good players. Not many. I mean, Jokic is still in. Aaron Gordon's still in. Porter's still in. They're all still starting. Now they don't quite. They have some other guys that they give a little more minutes off the bench, but Jokic is still playing over 20. Aaron Gordon's still playing over 20. Michael Porter Jr. is still leading the team in points. They don't lose to the Thunder tonight.
No.
And they should cover 4 pretty easily.
Okay.
I like that one I very much like. And then this other one, Lakers Kings. Last game of the night at 10:10 p.m. Lakers are getting -2.5. And once again, I'm like, hey? Because they're better at basketball than the Kings is the thing you have to understand here.
Okay.
They don't have anyone out. I'm looking at it. Well, they have people out, but it's like Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, but they're still running with Russell, LeBron, AD, like Dwight. Who else is on that bench? I don't know. They have all their guys though. And the Sacramento Kings are actually without Bagley, which is big for them because they don't really have much to fill in there. So with only 2.5, I think you got to take the Lakers here.
Okay.
So I really like the Lakers and the Nuggets. As far as those first 2 games, that Miami Atlanta one's making me mad.
Yeah.
Because something was really telling me I should take the Miami spread, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Live to see another day.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Denver. I like Lakers. I like, let's see, a little, like, if you do it as a little parlay for their money lines, just straight up, it's a plus 171 little hit.
That probably might be a VIP play. Just saying.
Nuggets
You think we should take Nuggets by itself? -4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
and then
do.
throw a little money line.
I
on
like
it.
them both on the run. I like them both in a parlay. I think those should be pretty straight. I can't imagine that these are too close games.
Yeah.
Can't imagine too much sweat on these ones. And then one more thing. That I know, because that Nuggets, I think I talked about it yesterday. The Nuggets Thunder game should be very under. Like, I really like the under there. I believe
Possibly. It definitely hit yesterday.
Yeah, it was at like 226 or something, and I was like, I have no idea why this was at 226 because they're both averaging like 100 and some, like not in the teens at all. And it's still at 219, and I think I still like the under there in that game. Heat Hawks, I think, could go over just because I think it's only at 213 right now. I think the Heat's, scrub guys are going to be better than we think, and I think the Hawks are going to put up a ton of points.
Yeah.
And the Hawks defense is very, very bad. So I actually like the over 213 there a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. All right. It's a good fix for NBA there. I like it. I like where your head's at. Feel confident. Feel good. Sean's on a roll.
Somebody give me a hot dog.
One of these days he's going to cool down, and then he's just going to restart the streak. And we're just going to go back to it.
That's the difference between me and everyone else. I'm different. Some people need to slow down and get back on a roll. I just keep rolling. I'm like a Tesla with a generator in the back, a.k.a. a car with an engine.
I've had enough of this now. I've had enough. We're going to NHL
Eric's
now.
had enough.
Yeah. Nope. I'm going to somehow unplug your mic or something.
I'm going to plug your soul. I'm just different.
Are you done?
No.
Okay. I'll wait.
Oh, Eric.
Are you done now?
Oh,
all right. NHL time.
It'll be all right.
NHL time. All right.
Whoa, there's a lot tonight.
There is a lot tonight.
It's just like 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
7 o'clock.
I have been staring at this for a while, just trying to figure out which games and where I want what and who I want where. All right. Honestly, first game of the night, I'm probably gonna put a bet on.
Whoa.
Panthers, Penguins. Panthers getting minus 175. Take them in regulation. The Penguins against the Lightning was a fluke. Penguins are not a good team. Well, Penguins are an okay team. They're very middle of the pack. Panthers are an insanely good team. Honestly, there's a part of me that thinks they should have beaten the Lightning last year. They were the only team that could have given the Lightning a run for their money last year. And they did kind of give them a run for their money. But Panthers to smash the Penguins tonight. I cannot believe they beat the Lightning. That's a fluke game one. I think Panthers show them what's actually going on here tonight. They're at minus 175. They've started at minus 125. I would just take them in regulation. I don't think I want to screw with the minus 1.5. You got to be very careful when you take your minus 1.5s. So I'm going to lean Panthers there, probably either in regulation or parlay them with someone else. Islanders, Hurricanes, I'm not going to touch that game. It's a very good game, actually, that I think the Islanders can upset the Hurricanes in. However, very two even teams, not many people out for either team. I give the goalie nod to Ilya Sorokin, but it's too close. Too close for that one. Not a lot of fun there. If you're looking for a good dog, though, Islanders at plus money is not bad. They are a very good team. This one doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Senators against Maple Leafs. Senators at home getting plus 156. Maple Leafs on the road getting minus 170. Yet Senators are getting 57% of tickets and 93% of money. I don't know where this is coming from besides the fact that Austin Matthews is out. Other than that, and understand that Austin Matthews is a huge, huge player for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but understand that he's not the only player, and the rest of the Toronto Maple Leafs is definitely better than the Ottawa Senators, even without Austin Matthews. They're getting minus 170. I would put the minus 1.5 on this one because they're getting disrespected by the public. Their spread is at plus 140. I think that they absolutely clocked the Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators are not good. The Maple Leafs are. basically all you need to know about that. Lightning Red Wings, stay away from this game. The Lightning started at 334 and have dropped to now minus 210 because sharps are on the Red Wings, and there's a reason. There is one team that consistently beat the Lightning every single time they played last year, and it made no sense, and it was the Detroit Red Wings. One of the worst teams in the league, constantly beat the best team in the league last year. I don't know what it is about this team, but I do not bet when it's Lightning versus Red Wings because these two teams play each other a lot, and for some reason the Red Wings just have the Lightning number. It's the one team the Lightning can't beat. And I hate betting on the Lightning, and I was reminded of that on day one, why I hate betting on the Lightning, because this team just coasts all the way into the playoffs. They don't try that hard because they know they're so damn good. They just coast, and then playoffs start, and they're like, haha, remember we're the best team. Watch this. And it's very annoying. So, no play there. Seattle Kraken and Predators. Seattle Kraken at plus money. Hey, say what you want about Game 1 against the Vegas Golden Knights, but one,
They got cheated.
they did get cheated. Now, I'm not saying they would have won the game, but that goal was not a...
I'll say it for you.
Thank you.
They would have won that game.
Thank you. That was not a legal goal. They came back 3-0 against Vegas Golden Knights, which is a very impressive thing to do. It seemed like it all clicked for them, and as I predicted, they skated harder. They laid the wood harder. They were smarter. They were everything. They absolutely played that game how you would think a team full of guys who just want to go out there and skate as hard as they can and prove a point would play. Technically wise, they definitely have things to work on. You could see a lot of mistakes happening here and there. That's how they got goals scored on them and everything. But that'll clean up, that'll tighten up, and this team is going to be very, very, very good. This is already a top 10 team. Yeah. Golden Knights and Kings tonight. By the way, I'm just gonna put a little bet on the Kraken tonight because
You got it.
I have to.
Probably crack house now.
Crack attack. Last year I had the Leafs as the last leg of a big ass parlay, and they gave up like a 5-0 lead in the third. And I do remember that game. Lightning Panthers series was electric. Yes. Sorry, I don't know why the things aren't coming through on the screen. I can't see the chat. Anyways, I need to look at starting lineups for Golden Knights and Kings because that line doesn't quite make a lot of sense. Yes. Lots of people out for the Vegas Golden Knights. Robin Lehner in net going against Cal Peterson. I still think Vegas Golden Knights win tonight. The Kings just aren't that impressive. Now at minus 150, that's a different. It's an icky line. Something's not going right there. So I might stay away from Golden Knights, but I do lean them to win this game. Canadians and Sabres. The Canadians, but I'm not putting money on it. The Canadians should absolutely win this game, but they're getting 99%, and that is not a team that deserves 99%. Sabres, I know, don't have Jack Eichel, and I know they're not a very good team, but that's also because they play in one of the hardest divisions and always look like a bad team because they have to play very good teams.
Did they ever agree on what kind of procedure to do with Mr. Jack Eichel?
I have not heard anything new, but I have a feeling there's probably been some advancements in that story that we just...
Yeah.
I would have a feeling. So Canadians should be the right play there. I can't imagine that they're not, but Sabres are a sneakily good team. They just play all the other better teams. And I'm not sold on the Canadians being good this year. I wasn't sold on them being good last year. I think it was a little bit of a fluke that they went the distance that they did. I'm going to say the same thing this year, but I'll probably get it smacked across my face. Anyways, I still don't think the Canadians are that good of a team. It just doesn't quite make sense why they are the way they are. Stars and Rangers, absolutely Rangers 100%. The Stars are banged up. The Rangers are completely healthy. The Rangers are already a better team than Dallas is without having people out on their team. Just Rangers all the way. Love the line here. Minus 136. You can take it by itself. You can put it in regulation for probably some plus money. If you're really feeling it, you can put it minus 1.5. I think the Rangers smack the Stars, especially coming off that loss against the Caps yesterday with it. Everyone thought they were going to win, except for the fellas who took Caps in regulation at plus 140.
Cash money.
Cash money. Last game of the night is Coyotes and Blue Jackets. These are two teams that I don't know I don't know much about these two teams. I know good players and everything like that, but these are two teams that I'm not very well educated in, so therefore I don't have a play on this one. I would think the Columbus Blue Jackets could win this game, but the Coyotes are one of those teams that will always upset when they're not supposed to. They're just one of those annoying little freaking teams that are always – they're the Detroit Tigers of the NHL.
Ew.
They're just bad, bad, and all of a sudden good, 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 and then bad, 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 good, bad, good, good, bad, bad, bad. And it's never when you expect them to.
It's only when you're betting on whatever you think.
It's only when you bet on them. So, with that, Rangers tonight. Kraken because the crack attack, and just we like them. And I want to be on their money line the first game that they win. That's more of a personal bet. Maple Leafs 100%, and the Panthers to beat the Penguins. Any form of combination of parlays that you want. I would say Maple Leafs is safe to take in regulation. I would probably take a -1.5 too. Panthers, I would just lay the money line down, or maybe the regulation. If you lay the money line, parlay it with something like the Rangers or something. I would probably do Rangers and Panthers in a parlay. Take Maple Leafs -1.5 by itself. Sprinkle a little on the Kraken if you want, and call her a night right there. I think those are the strongest plays. I'm looking at over-unders. I just too early right now. Too early. I don't know where you play teams' offenses and defenses are at. I would have done pretty well yesterday with over-unders. I had the over in the Blackhawks Avalanche game at 5.5, and I had the over in the Caps and Rangers game at 6. So would have done well, but it's just too early to be taking over-unders and have a good feeling. A lot of these games, you have no idea what's going to happen.
True.
I will say, though, that over 5.5 in the Seattle Kraken game is looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. But that's it for NHL. We have 15 minutes for NFL bets tonight. What are we taking? First of all, I have not been a big fan of taking normal spreads this year, but Bucks at -6.5 is just, it just feels right.
I don't know if I can say anything.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know if you're allowed to either.
Well, here's the thing.
You have been really high on the Bucks though, because you called that spread against the Dolphins last week. You were like, that should have been the 20-point spread.
No, yeah, I literally took -17.5 for that game. And if I wasn't wearing an Eagles jersey right now, I would say tease that Bucks spread up to -13.5. If I wasn't wearing.
I'm glad you said that.
But I'm wearing Eagles jersey, so I'm probably gonna put a little on Eagles money line.
Nice.
Probably gonna put a little on. Okay, here's one angle that I can actually truly believe.
Yep.
And say in an Eagles jersey. Tom Brady's over/under passing yards is at 300 yards right now, and his thumb's brokey.
Is it broken?
I don't know. Something's wrong with it though.
Okay.
Actually, we should check these things. Thumb. No, not thumbs up.
Do you think he still throws for over 300 with a bum thumb, considering he's playing the Eagles and he probably doesn't like the Eagles very much?
Yeah, well, I don't think he'll is like the Eagles, but we have beaten him, so.
Yes.
However, that was with a lot better of a team. What's wrong with Tom Brady's hand? I don't know. Tell me, Sporting News. He's gonna play, obviously.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. I mean, he did play that. This is actually funny. Because that was at halftime, and then he came out, and although, yeah, he did throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, so maybe we don't have to be concerned about his thumb.
Yeah.
But then there's a little quote from him. He was like, normally I'd be afraid to show the media, like, my injuries, but I don't really care anymore. He's like showing them.
Tom.
I don't know. And Jalen Hurts. I don't know, man. I kind of hate this game.
Oh God. Dude, we're missing the chat. Sorry, chat.
Yeah,
we don't have Leafs, Panther. All right, hang on. I missed the entire chat during NHL. I'm sorry. First game in the Crack House against the Canucks, I will put. Oh my God, yeah. That Kraken versus Canucks game, I'm putting alone down. Bet the Sabres and feel like a genius when they win. If they lose, feel pain, and we like that too. Yeah. Leafs Panthers money line is plus 145. Leafs Panthers Rangers money line plus 320. Tom Brady over 2.5 touchdowns. Yes. Eagles have been surprisingly good against the pass this year.
Also true.
Just say Quez TD Sean from Evan.
I was looking at it. It's at plus 300 today. I don't know. I like a Quez one. I also like a Greg Ward one potentially.
Nice.
Greg Ward revenge game.
He was still 16 and 18 with 3 TDs after the apparent injury.
Yeah.
That's a good point. FanDuel had a possible glitch with it. Gio Bernard game. Thank you. I was going to say Gio Bernard anytime touchdown. They got him throwing 400 plus, and the Bucks win at plus 360. But for him just to throw 400 is at plus. Whoa.
That is a big glitch.
You better be taking that over 400 at plus 850. That's all I know. Eagles are going to abandon the run tonight, so I'm taking Hurts props everywhere. Check the DMs, fellas. Okay. A lot of things being said. Hurts TD. Am I the only one who doesn't like an Hurts TD tonight? I've seen a lot of people on it, and I can absolutely understand why. Dallas Goedert's not there. You're going to have to rely on, like, obviously, yes. Am I the only one who thinks this man is, like, done? He's just not good anymore?
He's got 1 touchdown on the year. He also had 1 touchdown on the
What
year
the
last
hell, Cam?
year.
That's so weird. Yeah.
So he's had 2 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons. The thing is, he's even in his prime, he was never a huge tutter guy. I mean,
It was always
that's
from, like,
not
the
true.
15 out. Whenever it was, like,
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 15 or,
It's
like,
actually
3rd and
interesting.
10 from the 15. That's, like, that's where he goes.
Super Bowl year and the year after Super Bowl year, he had 8 touchdowns. Before and after that, he's kind of quiet in terms of touchdowns. Still always killed it in yards, but
Yeah.
um,
I agree, Isaac. I feel like I have not heard his name when I've been watching you. And I just probably because you really haven't heard his name.
Braxton has a jet ski bet.
All right, I'm ready for the jet ski bet.
I want to whip around on the jet ski. I really do.
Eagles team total is sitting at 22.5. I would think the over, right?
Yeah.
It's not the Eagles offense that's in question here.
Isn't it though?
I don't think so. They've been pretty impressive on offense.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, they do some very stupid things, but they're putting up points on the board. And that's what matters. Granted, they haven't played the greatest defenses, but neither is the Bucks. I just, 22.5, they scored 23, 24 points.
No. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, we definitely talked about this
They
a
put
little
up
bit yesterday.
32 on the Falcons.
Yep.
21 on the Cowboys, who have a surprisingly good defense.
Yes, they do.
Given if it was last year, it's a bad D points.
Yep.
And then 30 on the Chiefs, who we know
Terrible defense.
might be the worst defense.
Yeah, terrible.
And then 21 on the Panthers, who
Who have a pretty good defense.
But that was a
Yeah, you guys probably shouldn't have put up 21 points there, but
that was a weird one.
that's the thing, though. Like, shouldn't and still did is,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Tom Brady isn't gonna have a collapse that Sam Darnold will have.
No.
So
No. But the Bucks are known for taking their foot off the gas pedal for a quarter or two when they have a significant lead.
Also true. That's I forgot. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I said the only comparable defense to the Buccaneers defense we played is the 49ers defense.
Yeah.
And we put up 11.
Fair.
I don't know though. We also look a lot better than just as a team. We look a lot more together than we did in that game. That game was just uggy,
Yeah.
uggo.
Gio TD, Ertz TD, Gio over 12.5 receiving yards, Brady 275 passing yards, Bucks team total over 30.5, Bucks minus 2.5 plus 5,000. I'll do you one better. Plus 4,500. I guess I won't do you
That's
one better.
worse.
Eagles team total over 22.5, game total over 50.5, Bucks minus 6.5, Jalen Hurts touchdown, Gio touchdown.
Oh yeah.
I do like me a Jalen Hurts touchdown.
Yeah, no.
He's been
Jalen
finding the
Hurts
end
is a
zone
good
a
one.
lot.
Did you know
No.
there's 4 Buccaneers players who are more likely to score a touchdown than any Eagles player? And the first Eagles player, the most likely, is Jalen Hurts.
Well, there you go.
That's always a good indicator of how the game will go, is looking at how the TD props lay out.
Yeah.
4 Bucks players, and then the Eagles quarterback, and then an Eagles skill player. Who is a rookie?
Who is, Total receiving yards.
We'll go there. We'll go with that. That's a good base.
Who's going to get a lot of receiving yards today? Is Gronk playing tonight? No, Gronk is out.
Chris Godwin. Maybe O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard?
Yeah, how about that?
I don't even have O.J. Howard on my list.
Really? I might take an O.J. Howard anytime Tud World.
That
And
is
Gronk's
really a
out.
player. That's true. These are all true things.
I don't know why you would think Zach Ertz with Dallas Goedert out is any better than O.J. Howard.
true.
With
Very true.
Gronk out.
Very true. Rushing yards. Jalen going over 44.
Who knows with that guy? If we would just design
AD
run
quick slants.
the best. Oh my God, he's so athletic.
He's so athletic.
Just let him run a little bit.
Who are you talking about?
Jalen.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
We won't design a run around him. We're just like,
Yeah, you guys are going to be in dummy heads.
Oh, and hey, Miles Sanders, you're really good, right? Do you want the ball? Too bad.
Too bad. No.
We will literally run the ball the least times ever. So we can have Jalen Hurts throw the ball to Quez Watkins and Greg Ward? Is that why? I don't know. They're frustrating me. But anyway, regardless of all that, I really like a Tony toe tap touchdown.
Tony Totap?
Yeah.
Okay. I just put an 8-leg 20,000. Yeah. Geo reception is 1.5. That is a almost lock at this point.
That is a lot.
It's minus 146. AB or Mike Evans. I'm going with Mike Evans to hit his over. Or sorry, not. I'm going with AB to hit his over, not Mike Evans.
Good.
Sorry.
I like the AB one too. I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Mike Evans is very boomer bust. I feel like he's either gonna get
Yeah, I agree.
9 targets and 6. He's been that way for a long time.
Even
yeah.
when he was playing with Jameis, he was always been that way.
It's just some games he's out there, and some games he's just not. I think I have to take Bucks regular spread in this game, and the over, just as like, you know.
Yeah, you should.
I mean, it's just like, you know. The question is though, what do I do with an alt line parlay with this game? Because if I buy down the Bucks, I'm still gonna have to buy them at like minus 2.5, and I hate doing that. Definitely have to take the over. Who's getting covered by Slay tonight? Oh, it's gotta be. Is it Mike? I don't even know. I don't know how you look at AB, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans and be like, all right, who's taking who here?
It'll be whoever lines up on the weak side.
You think so?
I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't know how you look at those 3 guys and are like, okay, that one's the best one, that one's the second best, and that's the third best. So let's take 1, 2, 3. Like, how do you go about covering those 3
Where's
guys?
rushing attempts? Is that a thing you can bet on? No, I guess not.
Double result draw. Bucks is plus 2,100. Wait. What do you mean by double result draw?
I think half draw Bucks to win.
Is that half? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Slay doesn't travel. He sticks on the left corner. Okay. Okay. Fournette rushing attempts is at 12.5. I would think that goes over.
What's Miles Sanders?
4.
I'm serious.
Serious? No, like actually, it might be.
Because they could very well screw him.
It might be
again.
7, and it might be 6.5. Which is silly.
I'm just clicking on things now.
I'm trying to get a good parlay here. Minus 103. Give me plus money. Plus 100. Let's go. People want to take Sanders under rushing attempts. Draw at halftime, then Bucks to win. That's plus 2,100. What's Eagles to be winning at halftime and Bucks to win?
way less than that.
Is it? I bet.
I'm sure.
If you're betting on anything with Miles Sanders, you are on crack. Well said. Hurts pass attempts, I love. He will be airing that ball out today. I can promise you that. Just a little, if anyone's interested, Bucks minus 2.5 and over 47 total points is plus 100. I'm putting a unit on that. One single.
Bucks to win by 43 points or more is plus 4,500.
That's it? I feel like that should be a lot more.
I know, right?
Like 43 points in one. Like the Bills beat the Texans by 40.
I know. It's not.
Come on.
Eagles to win by 43 or more is 11,000. That seems more like what it should be. But
that still doesn't seem.
That should be getting 11,000. Eagles to win by 43 points should be getting 56,000, in my opinion.
Holy shit. Dawson Knox, DK Metcalf, A.J. Brown, Saquon, Josh Allen, Dez Bryant, Leonard Fournette were all on the same Ole Miss team.
Wow.
Really? Is Dawson Knox that old? Yeah, wait. I was like, what?
I was just say, no way Dez was on the same
Yeah,
team.
I was like, hang on. Dawson?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
the Dawson Knox?
And then Josh Allen. Hey, Josh.
Wait, yeah, I was like, hang on. Saquon went to Penn State?
Nah, dude, that was a crazy Ole Miss team. I can't believe they lost to the Browns and everyone, because everyone was like, yo, that Ole Miss team, they could beat the Browns, and then they actually organized the game, and then the Browns lost. Remember that?
No. I was super confused when I was reading that. I was like, that's the problem. That's the problem with a live show and the chat doing this is they could do that shit all the time. And, like, every once in a while, you're going to get me. The Saquon one got, like, that was the dead giveaway. Josh Allen, yeah. I was like, hang on.
I don't know. I didn't even hear you. I was looking at bets, and you just said a bunch of names. You're like, did you know we're all on the same Ole Miss team? I was like, oh.
I was like, Dawson, DK, AJ, Saquon, Josh. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then I also thought about it. I was like, wait, how those guys didn't even go?
There's about a decade of age between them.
Like, how does that work? All right, good one, Cam. Well done. Stephanie. Kid show. Stephanie. Come on. How healthy is the Eagles' O-line? No.
Barely.
No. The answer is no.
It's not.
The answer is
guess
no.
what? Guess what? Actually, well, first of all, you want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
Big shout out to Kyle Rudolph. I actually screenshotted this because I read it and it was the most.
Kyle. Stanford?
What?
Kyle Rudolph went to Stanford?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that was just me. I was like, I couldn't remember if it was Notre. No, I couldn't remember if it was Notre Dame or Stanford.
This is the Giants' week 1 offense where they are now.
Yeah.
Quarterback injured, running back injured, wide receiver 1 injured, 2 injured, 3 injured, left tackle injured, left guard injured, center injured, right guard Will Hernandez, right tackle Nate Solder at left tackle now.
Okay.
And tight end Kyle Rudolph, and that's it.
Kyle! We need him back. Our tight ends
They have
suck.
2 of their 11 starters playing at the position. They started 3 total.
That would explain why the Giants don't necessarily look very good right now.
Yeah, that could do it.
That might be, might have something to do with it just a little bit.
What was it? Yeah, that was crazy. That blew my mind.
Well, fellas.
Oh yeah, I wanted to look at just a quick Eagles. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
Quit beeping. You settle down over your phone. I don't want to hear your shit one more time.
You know what? One of my least favorite sounds is
what?
ESPN fantasy draft. I'm running out of time, and he goes, "Hurry up!"
Yeah, that was not cool.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
It's like, I'm trying, dude.
Do you
Obviously, I
see me?
see the time.
Yeah.
I'm working here. Just let me. Yeah, Lane Johnson's Sua Opeta is on the injury reserve COVID list, who is a backup guard, which doesn't help because Siamal is also out, who's the regular guard. Doesn't help that Brandon Brooks is also out, who's a guard. So that's 3 guards.
Yeah, it's gonna be a.
Osman's okay. So we have he's been out since August. So we have no middle linebackers, no guards, and Lane Johnson's out. Wow. I thought
you can do it.
Jason. When I said Jason Kelsey, I thought I was saying the wrong name, and then I was about to say, Travis, and then I was like, no, Travis is absolutely not the wrong name.
Yeah.
And then I went back to,
Hey,
I know.
I'm glad you worked it out in your head though.
I know who Jason Kelsey is. Jason Kelsey. I don't know what's going on with him, but he had about the worst snap I'd ever seen in my life.
And then they were practicing on the sidelines.
Yeah, and then they had to and I remember I was ragefully
he
I
was
said,
not happy.
it's like, yeah, second quarter, week 5 is when we should figure out how to snap the ball. That's when we should be getting our reps in. Good. Glad to see. Good to see. Good to see.
Good. All good. All
glad
good
and
things.
Good. So we also have a safety. All right. So things are bad, and they're not good.
Well, fellas.
Serious. Bucks minus 13.5. Or Eagles money line.
Okay. Yeah, that's honestly both directions I'd go.
Maybe
because
take
either
both.
the Bucks piss stomp them, or the Eagles find a way to win this game.
Yeah.
I don't see anything in between.
Wait, I want to see what the actual number is. Where's some defense, special teams ones, props? Where do they not? Oh, there they are. All the way at the end. Disrespect.
Bucks minus 2.5 over 47 points. Cam, lock it in. Plus 100.
Where's longest field goal? Oh, I want to take an over on Jake Elliott field goal yardage.
Oh, Jake Elliott will definitely hit a farther field goal than anyone in the Tampa Bay Bucks will.
I know, but I wanted to do one go over 48.
Oh, yeah.
That's normally what they sit at, something like that.
I agree. Brady's not
Go
covering.
Jake.
Let's go Jake. I forgot you're wearing his jersey.
Go Jake.
All right, fellas. That is it for the bets. I need to get out of here. I need to go eat some food. That's what I need to do. Good luck tonight. I will be at the game tonight, rooting on Tom Brady. Just kidding. I'll be an Eagles fan tonight.
Boy, you're really bouncing around now.
You're
a grade A.
I'm gonna be attaboy Tom Brady. But if the Eagles win, I'll obviously cheer. I ain't that big of a dickhead. Wait, did you guys do NBA? Yes, we did. Lincoln Park Classic basketball. Sean gave us the locks today. They were Sean.
The Denver -4, Lakers -2.5. The over in Miami, Atlanta. And potentially the under in Denver, OKC.
I think the 2 plays that I was thinking of was Denver money line and
was Lakers money line parlay?
Denver and Lakers parlayed, and then just Denver -4 outright.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Eagles should be keeping it closer. I'm all on Eagles to cover plus 32.5 in my same game parlay. Nice. Well done. All right, fellas. That's it from us. Good luck tonight. Have fun watching NFL. Have fun watching Game 5 of that MLB.
I like that. See, do a little over and under with the.
Yeah.
There's money there.
Yes, there is.
We'll figure those out.
Anyways. Good luck tonight. Win some money. Enjoy sports tonight. We got Thursday Night Football, which should be, honestly, I'm expecting it to be kind of a good game. I really am. This just seems like it's going to be one of those weird Eagles games. Enjoy the big night of hockey finally. We finally got the big night of hockey.
True.
Big night of hockey. Big. Enjoy preseason basketball if you're watching, because Sean's on a fucking heater. And yeah, enjoy MLB playoffs, Game 5. That should be a great. Yes, we can get a crack attack trending tonight. Hashtag crack attack. Use it.
Hashtag crack house. Hashtag crackheads in the crack house, baby.
Yes, sir. Godwin led the Bucks with 4 red zone targets last week. AB with the next 2. What was Hurts' last primetime game? Did he go off? That's the goal.
His last primetime game was
Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did they play on Monday?
They
Was it
played.
49ers one?
That was the Cowboys. Cowboys.
That's right. That was the Monday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked
Cowboys.
bad.
He looked not good. The Eagles in general did not look good. Anyways,
Also, I think that was his first primetime game. So
yeah, you're probably right.
So take it with a
Stop
grain.
by the cow bits, yes. All right, fellas, we're out of here. Good luck tonight. Stay safe. And, of course, win some money and have some fun with some sports. We'll see you tomorrow on the show. We might see you tonight's show. I'm not sure if our schedule's going to line up. We'll try and do something.
Yeah.
We'll try and do it either from the tailgate or from wherever we'll figure it out. We'll have content out there. How about that? Good luck tonight. Have some fun. Win some money. Post your tickets. Your winning tickets. Make everyone jealous.
Out.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for this game. The only good thing is it's on Thursday, so at least I can watch the rest of the games. If we had to play the Bucks on a Monday night,
yeah, that's not fun.
I'd be a happy boy.
That's fun. All right, fellas, we're out of here.
Cow
Good luck
beans.
tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Bye, fellas.
Woo, synced up like we don't even care.
Like we know what we're doing here.
Hold on. I know we're still here. I know. I don't want there to be a timer, but my mouse went away, so I have to click on the little eyeball. Oh, I made the music appear. But that's okay. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.
Goodbye.